All right, so we got Carl Eichen here and Ron Lamont for the first game that we're going to be doing a live stream on. Jensen Beach versus LPA here for the 2023 high school season. How you doing, Ron?
Doing great, man. Good to be back here doing live games.
Yep. So we're going to be doing one tonight between Jensen Beach at LPA, and then tomorrow it'll be Centennial versus John Carroll on the same exact field tomorrow. And then we have our first softball game of the season coming on Friday at Martin County. I think it's Centennial versus Martin County there down in Martin County. Looking forward to that. We did one last year, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a blast. It's a lot more fast-paced, a lot more noise.
A lot harder to keep up with what's going on the field. That's for sure.
Yeah, so tonight we've got number 7, Jensen Beach, coming in at 0-2. They actually were in the state championships last year. Were runner-up. They were our number 1 ranked team last year to finish the season on the Treasure Coast, and they're going to be facing LPA, who's 1-2. LPA is ranked 11th in our standings for the Treasure Coast. So, looking forward to a good game tonight.
Just going to play here with the picture a little bit. It's right here at dusk. Sun's going down. Lights are on. See if we can get you a better picture going on. Ooh, that's definitely not it. I think we got it right there. See that pitcher warming up.
Number 3, Luke Heisler, is going to be pitching.
Again, we'll start this off if anybody plays any music, which so far nobody has. We don't own the rights to any music. We're not playing any music. Just Ron and I blabbering on for 6 to 7 innings, depending.
Luke is a senior this year. Last year he did pitch in 6 appearances, had a 7.0 ERA.
Looks like LPA's got some different uniforms this year.
Yeah, we're actually missing a couple numbers from some of the players. So, but I do have the starting lineup for the Jensen Beach Falcons. It's going to be number 1, Dylan Fatovich, playing center field. Number 5, Kevin Smith, playing shortstop, hitting third. Number 13, Chris Kinnear on the bump. Number 9, Kean Copeland, playing third base. Number 34, Connor Cantillo, playing right field. Number 24, Ty Villardo, playing first base. Number 23, Caden Jones catching. Number 3, Dominic Donatucci, playing left field. Number 7, Jake Figman, playing second base. And we got the first pitch.
In there for a ball. Got myself a little stylish this year, Ron, to make things a little bit easier.
Yes, sir.
We use an iPad, so it's a touchscreen. Just low for ball 2.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty tight zone from what I've seen on those first 2 pitches.
3-0. We're sitting here at LPA. We're up on the bleachers, but we got like a railing right in front of us. Ron doesn't have the luxury of looking at the screens like I do. So he's stretching around. Yeah. It's going to be ball 4.
You see all those things on social media where they purposely plan to put that bar where you can't see when you're watching a game. That's what it's like right now. It's going to bring up number 5, Kevin Smith, the shortstop. Kevin's a Louisville commit.
Tomorrow, hopefully have another interesting. Right now we got a runner on first. I'm going to have a camera set up with a picture-in-picture set up. Oh, hit by a pitch, yep. It's going to make it first and second. So we're going to try some new camera angles this season. I got an outfield camera. Would have had it tonight, but the sun was brutal earlier. We weren't sure if it was going to affect that camera.
It's going to bring up number 13, Chris Kinnear. He'll be hitting for himself and on the mound today for Jensen Beach Falcons.
There's the first strike.
Going to be a strike there.
A lot of seniors left this team last year for Jensen. Ooh, not sure where that missed.
Maybe a little bit up.
They had quite a few seniors left, went off to play college baseball. 2-1. So we're at the top of the first and second, no out. Got 2-1 count here going.
Kinnear hit 305 last year for the Falcons. Kind of early in the season for really talk about stats right now, but last year he hit 305.
2-2 count now.
Runners, both runners go on the pitch.
Yep, it's going to be no throw at all. So we're going to have second and third here with a full count.
That's going to be up the middle, right at the center fielder. Line shot, makes a diving play forward, but does get the run in on a tag up by Fadovich. So RBI for Kinnear.
1-0 here for Jensen to start this off. One out here, runners on second base.
That ball smoked. That's going to be a gapper. That was Kean Copeland that just hit number 9. That's going to be at least a triple for him. He's going in standing up at third base. That'll be a triple for Copeland.
2-0 Jensen here with an early lead in the top of the first. First 2 walks with a walk and the hit by a pitch came back to hurt him.
It's going to bring up number 34, Connor Cantillo. Connor transferred in this year. Ball's grounded to the shortstop. He's going to reach on an error, on a throw-in error by the shortstop.
Run will score. So it's going to remain, it's going to be 3-0 with remain 1 out with a runner on first here in the top of the first.
It's going to bring up number 24, Ty Villardo.
In there for a strike. Foul back for strike 2. 0-2.
Villardo hit 308 last season.
Just missed for ball 1.
That's a good pitch right there.
Tight zone for sure. Two and two.
A lot of breaking balls.
2-2, 1 out, runner on first.
Ball's hit sky high to center field. He makes the play.
For out number 2. Still with a runner on first base here with 2 outs. Jensen already has 3 runs across.
It's going to bring up number 23, Caden Jones, the catcher. Jones is also a transfer this year. He's from South Fork last year.
It's going to be ball inside.
Good pitch, Luke.
That's going to be over the shortstop's head for a base hit for Caden Jones. He's going to put a runner on second and first.
2 outs. Top of the first. Looks like we got a college team rolling in here, Ron.
Yep.
Maritime baseball.
You mean that don't look like a high school team?
No, definitely not. Especially with 50 kids rolling through.
Yeah, that inside, that's funny though.
Outside corner for strike one.
It's going to bring up number 3, Dominic Donatucci, the left fielder. He's also a transfer from South Fork.
And Derek, good stop by the catcher. 1-1. Soft. Got it just in time. Yeah, just in time. That was a slow roller. So at the end of a half inning, we got Jensen with 3, LPA coming to bat, and we will be back shortly. This half inning is brought to you by Turk Advanced Dental Arts. Andrew Turk is a general and cosmetic dentist based out of Palm City, and we'd really like to thank him and the entire team at Turk Advanced Dental Arts for all of your assistance this season and sponsoring us as we live stream these high school baseball games. So thanks again to Turk Advanced Dental Arts, and if you're in the need for a general or cosmetic dentist, please give them a call.
Hey, this is Dr. Andrew Turk with Turk Advanced Dental Arts.
He's so fastidious with what he does that it's like there was no work done at all.
Our vision is to change the perception of dentistry. Our goal is to create an enjoyable experience for you and your family at the dentist. At Turk Advanced Dental Arts, we accomplish that.
I just happened to be driving along Map and saw Dr. Turk's office, and I thought, well, this is really close to my house. So I called, and they got me in the very next day. Everyone was great. They were sweet. It's totally different experience than your normal dental office.
For the bottom of the first inning. Jensen jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead there in the top of the first. After a walk and a hit by a pitch led to a couple of runs and then the nice triple.
It's going to bring up number 9, Stephen Dwyer, center fielder for LPA.
Outside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2 here, quick. Top of bottom of the first. Again, tomorrow we're going to do Centennial versus John Carroll here on the same field. 6 p.m. start.
That'll be number 2 versus number 3 ranked right now in our area.
That's going to be a
strikeout on the outside corner.
That's out number 1. Brings up number 11.
It's 17, I think.
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
Number 17.
Oh, is it?
Number 17, Jonathan Castor, left fielder.
swing and a miss, strike one.
'87 on that pitch there, inside, a little inside.
1-1. Almost went, but didn't. Held back. 2-1.
88.
Kinnear, you said, is a senior this year?
Yeah, he's a senior. '88.
That's a swing and a miss for strike two. 2-2 count here, one out. Bottom of the first. Jensen already on top 3-0. Foul tip, catch held by the catcher.
There's a changeup right there at 82.
It's 2 outs now.
It's going to bring up number 16, Jacob Warren, third baseman. I believe he was at Westwood last year and transferred to LPA this year.
Just missed, ball one. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. And Premier Exposure Sports still has a couple of slots left here if you'd like to advertise. Reach our audience here on the Treasure Coast, watching their children and grandchildren play baseball. Just reach out to us. Inside ball two. 2-1. Looks like they got the scoreboard on, but nobody, I guess, operating it for LPA.
I don't know what's going on out there.
It's going to make it 3-1 now. If I would have known that, we could have gone up there and broadcast it from up there. I know John Carroll will have that scoreboard set tomorrow.
Yep.
Full count now. 2 outs, bottom of the first, nobody on. That's in there for strike 3.
That's 3 Ks for Kinnear.
So at the end of 1, Jensen 3, LPA nothing, and we will be back. And we're back here for the top of the second inning. Jensen Beach currently on top 3-0 after 1.
It's going to bring up number 7, Jake Figman, the second baseman. Ball's popped up. Looks like it's going to make it to the stands, though.
Yep, just inside the fence, but not enough room to get there for strike 1.
No wind out here whatsoever. Nice evening.
Oh, don't jinx us, because normally we get the wind here.
I know. It's usually really hard here.
High, ball 1. 1-1. I think we're getting to the point now where I know some of the boys just from doing this. That's popped up.
That ball's popped up. The left fielder gets under it.
Oh,
and it's missed. Just dropped. Actually didn't even touch it.
Yeah, he overran it, and then it landed behind him. It's definitely a ball you got to have. So we'll have a runner on first here, no outs, top of the second.
It's going to bring up the leadoff batter, Dylan Fadovich, center fielder. He walked his last at bat.
Oh, the runner ended up on second base. Good
Oh,
piece
he
of running
did.
there. Yeah. In there for a strike. 0-1. I was telling Ron earlier, it looks like they got this field all wired up for the high school, for the college games. They even have a pitch clock like they're doing in the NFL. Oh, that ball's hit pretty good.
Going back, he's under it. Makes the play.
Center fielder, guy in second is going to tag and get to third easy. So we're going to have one out now, runner on third here in the top of the second.
It's going to bring up number 5, Kevin Smith. He was hit by a pitch last at bat.
Yeah, he didn't even get to see a pitch. First pitch hit him.
Yep.
Drops one in there for a strike. 0-1.
There's no outs, isn't there?
There's one out on that fly ball just now.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. One out, sorry. And that ball's popped up. Catcher may have a chance on that. He overran it.
Yep. Good hustle, though. It's going to be an 0-2 count now to Kevin Smith.
Kind of poked that out to right center field. It's going to get down. Going to score the run. Could be a double. He's going to. He's going to be in there easy standing up for a double.
Good way to battle, get a run across after going down 0-2. Jensen
Just
up 4-0 now.
Taking what they gave him and putting it out there. Kind of flicked it to right field. Low outside pitch. It's going to bring up number 13, Chris Kinnear, the pitcher, who flew out to center field but did get an RBI last at bat. So a sac fly.
Runner goes. And he'll be in there. That's going to be a ball as well. Way behind him. Great job by the catcher to stop that one from getting away and scoring another run. LPA has one win on the season. Jensen Beach is looking for their first. They're 0-2 currently.
Ball's up the middle. That's going to get the run in. That's going to be a base hit for Kinnear. It's going to bring up number 9, Kean Copeland, third baseman. He had a triple last at bat. Looks like they're running for Kinnear. I don't know what. It's got to be a different. I'm not sure what's going on over there, making him run for himself.
Looks like that's Squick numbers, Kinnear?
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, he's running for himself.
Inside ball 1.
Copeland looks like he's thinned out a little bit.
Ooh, not sure where that missed at all.
I don't know. That zone is tight. I'm thinking he's thinking it was up, but
It's in there for a strike. 2-1.
last pitch was a better pitch to hit than that one.
Absolutely. Runner on first here. No out. Top of the second. Missed in for 3-1. Jensen with a very early lead, 5-0 here. Still in the top of the second inning. Scored 3 in the first, and 2 so far this inning. That's going to be ripped foul down the right field line. Makes it a full count. Runner goes. Thrown away, but it looks like he's going to stay at second. That was ball 4 anyway. So now we're going to have first and second here, no out. Top of the second.
It's going to bring up number 34, Connor Cantillo. He reached on the air by the throwing air on the shortstop. That ball's hit pretty good to left field. Off the bottom of the fence, right at the bottom of the base. It's going to be a double for Connor.
He's going to score 2 easily.
Yep, going to have 2 scores standing up.
That's a good rip right there, bottom of the fence.
It's going to bring up number 24, Ty Velardo, first baseman. He flew out to the center fielder his first at-bat.
Good stop by the catcher for ball 1. Baseball is definitely in the air, Ron. Spring training started.
Exciting stuff, man.
Many of these kids now will go straight through the high school season, into their summer season, into their fall season.
Yep.
2-0.
Well, same with the college guys playing the season, and then they'll go and do summer ball also, you know.
That's going to be out number 1. It's going to move the runner over to third, so we're going to have 1 out here, top of the second, with a runner on third. Jensen has a commanding lead currently.
Going to bring up number 23, Caden Jones, the catcher. He had a base hit his last at-bat. Ball's popped out of play.
It's going to make it a 1-1 count. Two and 1.
Hmm.
3 and 1. Just missed for ball 4. It's going to have first and third now. 1 out here in the top of the second.
It's going to bring up number 3, Dominic Donatucci, left fielder. He grounded out to the shortstop his first AB.
Just missed him. In there for a strike, 1-1.
There's 2 outs.
1.
Ball's popped up. There's 2. There was 2. There's an out. That was 2. That was 3.
That was 3?
Yeah, yep.
I missed one.
We missed it.
So at the end of 1.5, Jensen has 7 LPA coming up for their second at bats, and we'll be back momentarily. This half inning is brought to you by Turk Advanced Dental Arts. Andrew Turk is a general and cosmetic dentist based out of Palm City, and we'd really like to thank him and the entire team at Turk Advanced Dental Arts for all of your assistance this season and sponsoring us as we live stream these high school baseball games. So thanks again to Turk Advanced Dental Arts, and if you're in the need for a general or cosmetic dentist, please give them a call.
Hey, this is Dr. Andrew Turk with Turk Advanced Dental Arts.
He's so fastidious with what he does that it's like there was no work done at all.
Our vision is to change the perception of dentistry. Our goal is to create an enjoyable experience for you and your family at the dentist. At Turk Advanced Dental Arts, we accomplish that.
I just happened to be driving along Map and saw Dr. Turk's office, and I thought, well, this is really close to my house. So I called, and they got me in the very next day. Everyone was great. They were sweet. It's totally different experience than your normal dental office.
And we're back here for the bottom of the second inning. Jensen Beach on top by 7-0. LPA coming to their second attempt here in the bottom of the second.
It's going to bring up number 13. It's going to bring up number 13, Sebastian Dimitrov, the DH.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Foul back for strike 2. Swing through that one for out number 1.
It's going to bring up number 21, Candido Esquivel, the right fielder. Kinnear's pretty much sitting 88 mile an hour, 87, 88.
Strike 1.
At this point, no one's put the bat on the ball, so
He's going right at him.
Yeah, I wouldn't change up a thing. You know what's coming.
Strike 2 on the outside corner.
Foul back.
Shaking all of our cameras there. Still 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
They stabilize pretty quick, though.
So like Carl was talking about earlier with sponsors, we don't charge the high schools anything, and we don't charge to watch our live feeds. It's a good ball, a little bit up. And players and college coaches and families can go back and watch these games also because they are saved. With that being said, we are still looking for sponsors to help fund this season. So if you want commercials run in between our innings, we've had really good views as far as numbers last season, and it tends to grow with each season. So,
and we're doing more games this season, including softball. So you get to hit both the boys and the girls.
This is going to bring up number 19, Aiden Perkins.
Speaking of softball, I mentioned it earlier, but we will be doing Centennial versus Martin County down in Martin County on Thursday night, 6:30. Just missed high, ball one. It's definitely throwing hard. Former catcher for Jensen Beach, Matt Couts, just found out he went off to, was it Florida Tech?
Yeah.
Just got his private pilot's license.
Yeah, I saw that.
Matt.
Yeah, that's awesome. I saw that on social media, man. I there's life after baseball, and life is not just baseball. Even though you see a lot of shirts around that say that.
Yep.
It's you gotta find your niche in your career, and that's super awesome.
Yeah, I got the chance to hang out with him and his family, and he's super focused. Strike two for a 2-2 count. And apparently, I guess he's top of his class right now, so congratulations,
that's
Matt.
Outstanding.
I know his poor dad's paying for those tuition bills and those flying hours, but it looks like it's paying off.
Yep, in the end, that will pay off. It's a great pitch. Outside corner.
So at the end of 2 innings here, Jensen on top of LPA 7-0, and we will be back. This half inning is sponsored by D&D Garage Door of Port St. Lucie. We'd like to thank Todd Miller and the D&D Garage Door team for all of your support this season. Premier Exposure Sports really appreciates it, and if you're looking for a new garage door for residential or commercial use, please check out D&D Garage Door.
Hey, you pretty kitty, you're looking so good tonight. Gonna tame a dog like me so I won't bite. 'Cause all of my life I've been astray, but in your arms I'm here to stay. Hey, you pretty kitty, come and tame this dog tonight. You can be the one to teach the old dog new tricks. Never run away to go and get his kicks.
And we're going to be back here for the top of the 3rd inning. Jensen Beach coming to bat.
It's going to bring up number 7, Jake Figman. He reached on an error by the left fielder, his first at bat.
That's a good
Ball
piece.
seated to center field. That's going to be a double.
He might go 3.
No, that's a double.
No,
he's
he's gonna
standing
hold
up
up.
there.
But yeah, that thing got to the fence fast. Hit that hard.
He sure did. It's going to bring back up the leadoff hitter, Dylan Fadovich.
I like the way he wasn't sitting on that first pitch. He was sitting on that first pitch.
You mean he was just aggressive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a pitch he get hit and drove
Yeah,
it.
man. Find that pitch you can hit. If it's your pitch,
Sometimes they let away the best pitch is that first one, especially in a game when you're winning. Pitcher's struggling, wants to get over.
That ball's right back up the middle.
That'll definitely score a run.
87 exit velocity right there by Fadovich. Scores a run. It's going to bring up number 5, Kevin Smith, shortstop. Good pitch right there, drops one in.
Beautiful night for baseball. You can feel it starting to cool off. Pitcher throws over, nothing there. Runner took second, no throw. Believe that was a ball, so it's 1-1.
Ball smoked right there. It's going to be a base hit. It's going to drive in another run.
Jensen definitely playing like they got something to prove after starting 0-2.
Yep, for sure.
I guess they kind of do coming off runner-up in the state championship. Can't come out, go 0-3.
That's a great catch by the shortstop.
Stop that ball from getting out of the infield. It's going to be out number 1. Fouled way off to the right side for strike 1.
That's number 9, Kean Copeland.
In there for a strike. 0-2. Runner goes. He's in there. It's a good throw by the catcher.
Yes,
just a little late.
Yep, just a little late.
It's going to be a 1-2 count now. Runner on second here with 1 out.
Ball's hit a mile in the air to left field, deep, deep, deep. That's going to get over the head of the outfielder. Copeland's going to be at second base standing up for a double.
Runner was going, but he had to hold up and go back and see if that ball was going to be caught.
It's going to bring up number 34, Connor Cantillo, right fielder. He had a double last at bat with 2 RBI.
Inside ball 1. Not sure if our microphones pick it up, but there's a track meet going on behind the outfield wall there. Sounds like Westwood was winning a race. Announcer's actually been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he's into it.
Yeah, I love it.
Like really into it.
3-0. ripped foul down the left field line. 3-1. Swinging 3-0.
It's going to be a base hit.
They're going to send the run. Oh, they're going to hold him. Left fielder got there quick. It's going to be first and third now. Here with 1 out.
It's going to bring up number 24, Ty Villardo. Ground out to the second baseman last AB.
Fouled off here behind us. Way inside, ball 1, 1-1. Just looking around and see if the Villardos were here. Oh, yep, there's his mom. Two and 1.
Ball's hit a mile in the air to the right fielder.
He didn't see it.
It's going to land.
Yeah, he had trouble seeing it in the lights. It's going to be a stand-up double. Runners had the hold just in case it was caught. So 1 run scored. The other runner moved over to third. So we're going to have second and third here with 1 out.
Coach is going to come out to the mound.
It's Coach. Is that Coach Hardy? Yep. Coach Hardy is the head coach of Lincoln Park.
I can't see from here.
And you have Coach Corey Cook coaching third for Jensen Beach. Sounds like Martin County's doing something over there. Announcer on the other field in that track meet. And they've been going a long time because they were here almost an hour and a half before we got started, and they're still going. Looks like Lincoln Park's going to bring in a new pitcher.
That's going to be number 8, I think.
Well, I'm just going to let you watch him warm up, but we'll just turn off our mics here for a moment. Looks like we're back now. Pitcher's warmed up, ready to go.
I believe that's number 8, Luke Smith, on the mound for LPA. Up the bat for Jensen is number 23, Caden Jones, the catcher. He's got a base hit and a walk in this game.
Just in there for a strike.
Just out.
Yeah, looks like he almost wanted to call that.
Yeah, it was close.
We have 1 out. Runners are on second and third.
That ball smoked to left field. It's going to get down and get past this. They're going to send him home. Got past the left fielder.
It's going to be a long single.
Two RBI for Jones. Just going to bring up number 8. I'm sorry, number 3. Dominic Donatucci, the left fielder. He's grounded out to short and flew out to left.
Coach Cook sticking with the same lineup. Haven't seen any changes yet. Looks like he might be making one soon. Talking to the umpire now. Looks like it might be a runner. In there for a strike, 0-1. Strike 2. Got him for out number 2.
It's going to bring up number 7, Jake Figman, second baseman. He's reached on an error and has a double. So college season started. Got a lot of guys out there that were part of Premier Exposure Sports doing their thing, man. Just amazing, some of these guys and what they're doing.
Yep, putting the ball all over the place. Seen it on social media.
Yeah. That ball's smoked. That's going to get down for a base hit. It's going to be the second hit of the game for Figman.
Left field getting a lot of work.
Yes, he is.
2 outs still here in the top of the third. Got first and second now.
Looks like we're going to have a new batter for Dylan Fadovich. It's going to be number 17, Ezekiel Renzel.
Takes a strike. Fouled it off to the left side here. Strike 2.
Getting some of the younger guys some opportunities, it looks like. Probably going to be several more of those happening.
Right call with this lead.
Oh, for sure.
2-2.
Anytime you can get guys in to give them development and get experience, you never know when you're going to need them.
Yeah, it's still way too early in the season.
That ball's hit to left field. That's hanging up a little, but it's going to get down.
Gonna have a play at third. Gets away from the third baseman. So we're going to have second and third. 2 outs. It's one of those tweeners right there.
It's going to bring up number 5, Kevin Smith.
Ball 1.
So what do you say in this situation to your guys or after the game if you're LPA?
Just keep grinding.
Yep.
Think about what you could have done differently and keep grinding.
For sure.
3-0. There's not much you can at this point.
You know, at the end of the day in these situations, you know, eyes are still on you. You're losing 14-0. You can pick up on demeanor if you are our college coach watching here and you're watching an individual. You know, the way you carry yourself it means a lot in the hard times and in the good times. So
I've seen a lot of coaches from all different sports. That's what they want to see. They actually want to see you struggle to see how you handle it.
100%.
How you talk to your teammates.
Are you going to lay down? Are you going to continue to grind? What are you going to do?
So that's going to be a walk that's going to load the bases here with 2 outs in the top of the third.
A tough one for MVP in this game, huh?
Yes, sir.
Very tough.
Right now, it might be the batter.
Yeah.
Just dominating from the mound.
I mean, absolute domination.
I mean, you're sitting 87, 88, and you're not pulling any punches, going right at him and saying, all right, here it is, hit it.
Yep. He won last year one of the
Ooh, not sure where
players
that
of the
missed.
game.
Fouled it off. It's going to be 1-1. Yeah, Jensen Beach coach, right? And when he won the Premier Exposure Sports, Corey Cook, Coach of the Year.
Yeah, Coach of the Year last year. Yeah, they had pretty much a clean sweep last year with a lot of things.
Yes.
I know Hunter Miller had Hitter of the Year, I believe. He was with Central. Pitcher of the Year was Chris Kinnear. I know Patrick Ward was awarded something also. I don't know if it was I think it was Player of the Year. It was Patrick Ward from Jensen Beach.
Umpire is not giving an inch.
No, not opening it up at all with this score. That ball's popped up. Should be caught. And it is.
And that's going to end the top of the third. And we will be back shortly. This half inning is brought to you by Turk Advanced Dental Arts. Andrew Turk is a general and cosmetic dentist based out of Palm City. And we'd really like to thank him and the entire team at Turk Advanced Dental Arts for all of your assistance this season and sponsoring us as we live stream these high school baseball games. So thanks again to Turk Advanced Dental Arts. And if you're in the need for a general or cosmetic dentist, please give them a call.
Hey, this is Dr. Andrew Turk with Turk Advanced Dental Arts.
He's so fastidious with what he does that it's like there was no work done at all.
Our vision is to change the perception of dentistry. Our goal is to create an enjoyable experience for you and your family at the dentist. At Turk Advanced Dental Arts, we accomplish that.
I just happened to be driving along Map and saw Dr. Turk's office, and I thought, well, this is really close to my house. So I called, and they got me in the very next day. Everyone was great. They were sweet. It's totally different experience than your normal dental office.
All right, and we're back here for the bottom of the third inning. So far, very lopsided game here. LPA looking to just grind each inning and see what they can do.
Going to bring up number 1, Aiden Shaw.
Foul tipped for strike 2. Chris Kinnear still on the bump here. Looks like Coach Cook's going to let him get his work in here. Finish out his pitch count.
Overthrew that one a little bit.
Oh, you know what? Now's the time to try out some new stuff. Got a really good lead. See if you're trying a new pitch, maybe try it out now. 2 in a row he threw in the dirt, so maybe he is trying something new.
I don't want to jinx him on what he's got going on right now.
It's going to be out number 1 here in the bottom of the third.
It's going to bring up number 7, Joseph Topnick. A little low right there.
Low again, 2-0. Swing and a miss makes it 2-1. Two and two. Time called.
It's a good pitch right there.
Strike
Another
3.
strikeout.
It's going to be out number 2 here in the bottom of the third.
It's going to bring up number 5, Oliver Emerson, the second baseman.
Fouled off for strike 1.
Kinnear sat pretty much 86 to 88 this game. Just overpowering the batters. Really not even throwing much off speed.
The only thing about playing baseball here is there's no concessions. Somebody can make a killing if they just brought a cart. Got LPA JV game going on. You got John Carroll playing on another field.
There's a few games going on right now over here. Beautiful complex, by the way. I mean, it's no one's been here. People from up north, maybe kids that catch this game, family members and stuff. If you ever get down here to Florida, Longwood is a great complex. Like earlier, we were saying there's a college team walking in, and a lot of guys train in this area, so it's beautiful.
Full count now.
We always practice here when we were running teams and trained here.
Yeah, Cole. My son Cole's high school team played here every home game. One of the few St. Lucie County. Ooh, strike 3 for the end of the inning. So at the end of 4, it's a very lopsided game, so we won't even go into that, and we will be back shortly. This half inning is sponsored by GCR Custom Work, handyman services for the Treasure Coast. GCR Custom Works is a handyman company in Fort Pierce. They deliver first-rate service by performing exceptional quality work that is second to none. We'd like to thank Joshua and the GCR Custom Works team for sponsoring Premier Exposure Sports this season. And if you need any handyman work done, give GCR a call.
So good tonight. Gonna tame a dog like me so I won't bite. 'Cause all of my life I've been astray, but in your arms I'm here to stay. Hey, pretty kitty, come and tame this dog tonight. You can be the one to teach the old dog new tricks. Never run away to go and get his kicks.
Top of the 4th inning here. Jensen Beach coming to bat.
It's going to bring up number 2, Jake Breen.
High ball 1. What is the minimum they have to play here? 5 innings?
I think it's 5, yeah.
Well, we're in the top of the 4th. Two and 1. Gets there for a single.
Hit in the 5-6 hole, but shortstop was able to get to it, but not in time.
Yep.
This is number 10 hitting. That's Hudson Gardner.
Low. Ball 2, 2-0. Looks like the umpire might have thought about calling that one a strike, but wasn't sure. Going to be ball 4.
Gardner's going to walk.
Make it first and second, no out.
It's going to bring up number 11, Joseph Holland.
Hardest part about high school baseball, I think, on the Treasure Coast, is because there's so many teams, is that the talent is spread so wide.
Yeah.
Some teams just don't end. Some years are different than others, just based on what you're left with.
Yeah, and then transferring. I mean, there's a lot. This is the most I've seen in transfers since I can ever remember.
Yeah, it started about 3-4 years ago, and now it seems to be commonplace.
I mean, it's just normal.
I think ever since they took the restriction away. I just know from a team like LPA, you can't transfer in. It's very hard to transfer in the LPA. I know some homeschool kids in the last few years that had tried, and nope.
Yeah.
It's like it's a hard school academically to get into that they don't make any concessions.
Yeah, it makes it tough with the transfers. It does for everybody. I mean, when I grew up, it was where you lived is where you played. There wasn't no other option. You played for your high school,
and that was it.
Yeah, you played for your high school and represented your school. It wasn't about only the sport. Oh.
Shortstop knocked it down. It's going to get the force at third.
He got hit in the face. It went off his glove and hit him in the face. I don't know.
It's a good recovery.
He's all right. Yeah, he's all right.
So going to get the out at third.
I think it was kind of cutting in. It had a tail on it, and he was running the other way, and it kind of just came off his glove after it went in his glove.
So we got the runner from second to third is out. The runner from third went home. And now we're left with first and second, one out here in the top of the fourth. Looks like Coach Hardy's going out there to take a look, make sure his shortstop's okay.
I believe that was number 27 that hit that, if I'm not mistaken. I missed that one, Jackson Rankin. It was a fielder's choice, basically, when it was all said and done.
Yep. Almost had the opportunity to turn it into a double play, but it just tailed on him a little bit.
It's going to bring number 3, Dominic Donatucci. He's over 3 with a K this game.
I think unless they did a pinch runner, I think it's 33 on it.
Yeah, maybe 23 maybe. I can't see. I'm not sure on it. Not all these numbers are right. Oh, that's Caden Jones over there.
There's a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, so that was Caden Jones that just hit that ball. My bad. Now Dominic Donatucci, number 3, looking for her first hit of the game.
Fouled it back, 1-2.
Ball's hit, smoked to left field. That's going to get down.
Center fielder knocked it down. Runner from second will score, but it's going to be a long single.
Ball was hit very well.
Yep, runners had to hold up, make sure the ball did fall. It's good base running, though, just to make sure.
Yeah, you can only go as far as the guy in front of you allows you to.
Yep. Last thing you want to do is get caught off base, too.
Mm-hmm. It's going to bring up number 4, Connor Soska.
If you hadn't had the chance, go on to PremierExposureSports.com and check out our preseason rankings for teams. All area teams 1 and 2. I know there's been some discussion. I'll use the word discussion about that.
Yeah. Well, we've released our first updated rankings have come out this week. About every 2 weeks we'll release it, give or take. Sometimes we'll do it earlier, sometimes an extra week. But that, and then in the preseason rankings, you just scroll down, you'll see a little bit of write-ups about the teams and what we thought would be the guys that were going to contribute you this year. And I'm sure we missed a couple, but right now is what really matters, and what you do on the field is what we're looking at. At the end of the season for, top performers that we will acknowledge at the end of the season.
It's going to be ball 4. It's going to load the bases up here with 1 out on the top of the 4th.
It's going to bring up number 17. This is Ezekiel Renzel. Also, if you go to our site, that one hit him in the helmet.
So that's just going to move everybody up 1 base. But Ron's saying there's our website. I just popped it up on the screen for you.
Yeah, go there. You could check out our recruiting platform, kind of see the guys under college commits and players that have previously been through our program. There's currently guys out on the field right now that are involved in our program. Actually, for Jensen, Dylan Fadovich, Ty Velardo, Caden Jones, Kean Copeland. For LPA, you got, I know we had one, Jacob Warren is in the program. So, just like guiding guys and showing them how to go through the process of recruiting and utilizing our platform that we have, which allows you to research every school in the country, learn about them, email them, keep track of everything. That's going to be out in center field,
yep.
And they're going to hold them at third base.
It's out number 2 here in the top of the 4th.
But yeah, if you're interested, just reach out to us. Some guys claim to place guys. I don't really like that term. We guide guys. We want them to end up at the best fit, whether that's Division III, NAIA, Division II, Division I, Power 5. Just depends on who you are, and we just try to be honest with guys and get them in the right place, because the last thing you want to do is go away and be there for a few months, not make the team in the fall, and have to figure out what you're going to do academically and in your baseball career. So, really focus on finding the right fit. That's the best advice I can give any parent.
That's the key to the whole thing.
Yep. You want to be on the field. You want to know that you're going to have an opportunity to play there. If you're just chasing a jersey, then that's just not good. I know when, my son and I were going through it, which, we had a buddy of mine that I used to work for a different company. He was handling all the recruiting and stuff for me, because I don't want to, of course you don't want to do it for your son, but it was always for us, it was always finding the best academic institution, and then baseball was secondary. So, and I think we achieved that. So,
yeah, Luke seems to be doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, they opened up against Purdue last week. We flew into Texas to watch him, and he had his first collegiate start. He was redshirted last year because of an injury, but he's finally healthy, thank God. It's been a long road, but had his first outing against Purdue. He pitched 2 in the 3rd innings. 2 strikeouts, no earned runs. He did really well. I was very proud of him. So, and then just like I am with every player that was with us, Cole, he's doing his thing. You've got Max Martzoff at FAU. You've got Jacoby Long in Miami. You got Chandler Marsh, pitcher at Georgia. They're all over. And the great thing about it when you're part of our program is it becomes a family. We do, a clinic once a year, camp you call it, and they all come out. Man, we had, I think, 18 guys out this last time. and ball's going to be foul. Had about 18 guys, college guys. Jay Allen, who was also with me over the years, when he was, till about 15 or so. But, he's still there with us, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Is Jay Allen, is he double A now, or is he triple A?
You know what? I hadn't looked. I know he's off. I know he's at spring training somewhere. I don't know if it's single A. That ball's smoked to left field, but that ball is going to be caught.
Good job.
Castor ran that down. Yep. Castor out there tracked it down. But staying with it, Hunter Miller's, he's having a phenomenal. I know he was athlete or player of the week for the whole conference.
The ACC or something for his.
Yeah, for the whole conference for him, which he, his bat's just always been super strong, and it's just he's killing it.
Pat Gillen, former Jensen Beach player,
I
got
his
he had
first
a
hit.
His first hit. Yep.
It's just it's great to watch. You got Dale Francis. He's actually killing the ball. I don't know how many home runs he's already hit. He's playing Division II at Erskine. You got Christian Walzak up there in Bristol playing Division II. Yeah, his senior. He's got another year too. He's doing really well. He's it's a great story about him. Is he came in as basically a position player, and then just worked his way in and decided he wanted to pitch, and he's gotten into the starting rotation. I think they got him coming back out of the bullpen, but he's really impressed the coaches, and he has an extra year. He could stay or he could transfer. I don't know what will happen, but.
He has a COVID year.
Yeah, he has a COVID year. So,
Yeah, parents, if you not understand what that is, even though we're technically not really talking about COVID these days, COVID years are still out there at the college level. Kids.
Yeah, they're still there. It's about ready to end.
Fifth or sixth year.
Yeah, you got COVID year. You've got red shirt. You could have a medical red shirt. So there's kids could be 25, 26 out there playing.
I know my boy's school, that's what he's playing with.
Yeah, I mean it's grown men. So as we're talking, you really want to get your players out there to each level. I would suggest you go to the weekend, go watch an FAU game, go watch a game over here at Indian River, and just kind of really get close to the players, get up near the dugouts if you can, and just look at their demeanor, look at their size, look at their physiques. It's a tough game, man. It's the talent out there is unbelievable across the country, and just make sure you get someone that kind of can watch your player also, and just give you advice and honest opinions about what they think and where your son could play or daughter at the softball. So, sometimes hard advice is good advice, and be realistic. But yeah, and most of all, just enjoy the opportunity to play the game of baseball or softball.
Looks like Jensen's going to bring on Ty Velardo as their pitcher.
Yeah. So, we still here?
Oh yeah, we're still here.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, Kinnear ended his outing pitching
4.
He pitched
3 actually.
3 innings. Yeah, 3 innings with. A perfect outing with 9 strikeouts, not a ball in play. So sat 86 to 88 and just threw it by guys.
Yep. Dared him to hit it.
Yep. And so the other thing with Premier Exposure Sports is, we're doing this because we want this area to get more exposure. We want these guys that are talented, like a Kinnear out there throwing 88, to be able to take some of the videos from these live streams, or for, we reach out to coaches and say, hey, this guy's somebody you might want to look at, and they can go right to to our site and rewatch the games. So, I mean, that's what this is all about, is getting as much exposure to these guys that we can. And speaking of that, we talked a little bit earlier, about LPA. Yeah, this is a tough one for them, but you guys are on film right now, and guys are going to be watching this game. So you need to understand, no matter what, you need to be a bulldog out there.
Absolutely. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1 count.
Another thing is grades. I can't stress to the players that grades are where the money's at.
I was just going to say the amount of money you can get if you have good grades is – coaches love that.
You got typically a 35-man roster at the Division I level, 20 7 of those are scholarship guys divided up amongst 11.7. You do the math. So parents that are telling you their guy got a free ride, I mean, I can't say it's not possible, but highly unlikely.
Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, when we were looking at schools, that was the big thing, is everybody offered academic money, and the higher your GPA and the harder your courses, the more money they were able to offer.
Yep.
I know in my son's case, it was a lot more money for academics than it was athletic.
Yeah,
and that'll be different based on
the
player,
and the opportunities of certain schools' requirements of having the GPA, certain GPAs and SAT, ACT scores, which a lot of schools aren't. You're not necessarily having to use that anymore with SATs and ACTs. Some of them eliminated that, but many still, it's up to them, still use that. And the grades and all that go in, and their requirements, some of them are a lot harder to get into. So that's part of it. Luke would have never played for Holy Cross if he didn't have a great SATs and being a great student and, doing it in the classroom. There's no waiver at some schools. It doesn't matter how good you are or what it is. You're not playing for a Yale, a Harvard, a Colgate, a Holy Cross. You're not playing for those type of schools if you don't have those high academics.
That absolutely comes first at those schools. 2-2 count now here in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out.
We got number 14, Alan Young, in to hit right now.
Foul back. Count remains 2-2.
It was an 83-mile-an-hour fastball.
It looked like he stepped it up a little bit more this year when I first started seeing him throw.
Yeah, he was picking it up a little bit last year, the velo. He's just really developing well on the mound, too.
It's going to be out number 2. Just threw it by him. Bottom of the 4th here, 2 outs.
It's going to bring up number 16, Jacob Warren. Great breaking ball right there. Ball had a lot of bite.
One and 2.
83.
Miss low and inside, 2-2. Definitely turned into a beautiful night. Little slight chill in the air. I love this time of year. 85 during the day and 60 in the morning when I go to work.
I know Miami, actually FAU is facing Miami tonight. Wonder if Max will face Jacoby.
That would be interesting.
Cam Smith is tearing it up at Florida State, another premier exposure guy.
LPA is going to get their first base runner.
Yeah, first base runner on a walk. Cam's hit several home runs already, and they're really promoting him as one of the, if not the best freshman of all baseball right now.
Really?
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, yeah. Got a little giddy up late life on that.
Yep. Looks like he gets in there. He looks a lot more comfortable so far from what I see from Velardo this year than Not that he wasn't uncomfortable, but he seems much
Yeah,
more
composed, definitely. I say a lot
confident,
more.
I guess is the word I'm looking for.
And he's throwing each pitch, even though, I mean, it's not necessarily every pitch is executed. He's throwing it with confidence. Not a bad thing to be a power hitter and as a lefty and be able to pitch. It's going to open up some more opportunities for you there, too. That's going to be the first hit of the game.
Let's see if they move around and send him to third. Nope, they're going to hold him base to base right now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth.
Sebastian Dimitrov.
So there goes the...
breaks up the no-hitter.
Yep. The walk broke up the perfect game, and the hit broke up the no-no. Combined no-no, anyway.
You know, he's out there pitching, slowing it up, throwing off speed stuff, and that's slowing it down for them to...
Especially after Kinnear hit
Yeah,
basically just 86, 88 the whole night.
Yeah. A good pitch right there, broke right in on his hands. Another good thing for these kids, too, is all these schools, a lot of them, no matter what the division, have live stream games. So if they get opportunities to watch some live games, just watch it on your TV. And then,
if you're considering a school, go watch how they play this year.
Yeah, then ACC baseball has stuff, SEC, and then you've got ESPN Plus. If you're not subscribed to ESPN Plus, there's a ton of college games on ESPN Plus all the time.
Two and two now. First and second, 2 outs here, bottom of the fourth.
Gonna walk another. It's gonna.
Yeah, I was going to say I had it at 2 and 2.
3 balls. Had the base runners leaving too.
That's full count now.
Yeah, they were moving too. Could have got them off the base there.
Ball 4. The bases will now be loaded here with 2 outs.
Candido Esquivel walks.
Number 19's coming to the plate.
Going to bring up Aiden Perkins, second baseman. Checking in on the FAU-UM game. FAU is leading at the top of the fourth, 4-2.
One and 0. Two and 0.
Several local guys play for FAU. Caleb Pendleton, Patrick Ward, both Jensen guys. You've got Tyler Murphy, a pitcher from Martin County, and you got Max Martzoff, who was at LPA a while back but went over to IMG. They all play for FAU. And you've got you got another one over there. That was a Martin County player.
Counts 2 and 1 now here, bottom of the second. Bases loaded for LPA, their first opportunity to get a run across here. 2-2. Looks like as some games are coming out from off the other fields. Full count. Well, this is either going to be base hit, ball 4, or out number 3. I guess I could foul it off. Ball 4. So LPA scratches 1 run off. Takes away the Schneid. There's a strike, 0-1. Batter's going to be number 1. Almost got him the offer, 1-1. Like foul. It's going to be inside fair territory. Catch is going to be made by the second baseman, it'll look like, that came over. And that's going to end the 4th inning. But LPA does scratch 1 run across, and we'll head into what will probably be the last inning here, and we'll be back shortly. Looks like they're going to go ahead and call this game after 4. Jensen Beach is going to take the win over LPA, 17-1. And we hope to see you guys and everybody tomorrow night when we are back here at this field at Longwood, the Bob Gladwin Stadium, where Centennial High School will take on John Carroll High School. Should be a very good game. It's our current rankings as team number 1 and team number 2. Thanks for watching. Ron's going to go try to get the player of the game, see if we can get him before they go into the team huddle. So just stay with us here a little bit.
Here with the MVP of the LPA, actually Jensen versus LPA, Chris Kinnear. Chris absolutely dominated. Pitched 3 innings, 9 strikeouts, pretty much 98.9% fastballs.
Yeah.
And just smart. I mean, what do you say about the outing, man?
Well, it was just a bounce back game. I really struggled. I was trying to do too much the first game, and I was thinking just keep it simple and just attack the zone and just trust my ability to do my things instead of trying to do too much, and it paid off today.
Yeah, and unfortunately we weren't able to get to the game you're talking about. But, I mean, that's the whole thing is we develop all the way through. Each game is a game to develop, learning new things and whatnot. So it's great that you acknowledge that your fastball was working tonight, and you didn't really need to go to anything else.
Not really, no.
You'd have been helping them out.
Yes, sir.
And I know at times, you might want to work on things as far as that kind of a game. Maybe you might go to slider, might go to different things, but there was really no need to even do that. So
Not
it's
really,
kind of
no.
you're kind of caught in
Yeah.
the middle. Hey, I want to work on some things, but at the same time, you're everything's working with the fastball.
Oh,
so,
yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, man, appreciate you. You can choose one of these, whichever one you want. It's up to you. You pick which
this
one.
one.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Proud of you, man, and keep grinding.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't know. You hadn't committed yet, had you?
I'm going to IRSC, Indian River State College.
Okay, all right,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Congratulations. I
Thank
wasn't
you.
sure. I'd heard you'd been talking to him, but I wasn't sure.
Nah,
all right, man. Well,
thank you. I appreciate it.
yeah, of course. Glad to be able to watch you do